sun. These are actually Echinacea plants. Now, I don't know about you, but certainly I've heard a lot about Echinacea plants as kind of herbal remedies and things like that. But this is all about beauty. It's a 3-piece set. You're going to get one in fuchsia, as you'll see. You get one in a salmon color, and you get one in what we call a rainbow color that we'll show you too. But anyway, this is for just about any part of the country, and also it is a perennial, so this will come back year after year. Look how many petals are on these flowers. I mean, this is extraordinary, and that's why they're called the double Echinacea plants, because you get double the amount of the petals on these. $29.98 is your price tag, and we're going to go back to the Wallines and talk about our Echinacea plants. Stephanie, you're back with us. Let's talk.
Yes, and I have my Uncle Court with me as well,
Court's
Mary Beth.
here too.
This collection is so exciting for us to be able to bring. It's brand new. We're the first growers in North America to be able to offer this collection of the double Echinacea. And so like you said at the beginning of the show, Mary Beth, we love to bring hard to find but easy to grow. And I think that this is the epitome of that idea, because they are native. Echinaceas are native to North America, making them a cinch to grow in all sorts of soils and environments in this country. And like I said, if you were to go to a big box store or another garden center, chances of finding this are very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard. And Mary Beth, I would consider this to be among the top perennials for anyone to grow across the United States. These will grow from zones 3 to zone 10. So that's anywhere. These are so special. So this is an American native plant that was taken to Europe, hybridized and bred, won first place awards all across Europe, then brought back to the United States and won more awards. It's a great combination with the Asclepias.
Yes, it is.
It's great with lavenders, because these are sun-loving plants that grow anywhere across the country. They're perennial. They come back every year. They're going to also attract the butterflies, the hummingbirds, and the honeybees, but they keep away the insects that we don't want, and they keep away deer. Well, deer and rabbits won't eat them.
That's good to know too, because there's so many of those around here. As far as like how wide, how tall type of thing, how, you know, because this is a good size. I don't know if this is one plant or two plants.
That's just one.
Yeah.
The rainbow.
I mean, and you can see how, you know, this is definitely giving us a good size plant.
It's still a baby. That's still just a little baby plant. They can get 2.5 to 3 feet tall and 2.5 to 3 feet wide.
Yeah.
But there's what you're getting. These beautiful multi-petaled Sunseeker Echinacea. They're one of the 7 sacred plants by the Native American Indians. It's got a good lore. We all know about the health benefits of Echinacea. All plants, from the roots to the petals, are used in remedies. So,
and Mary Beth, I wanted to mention, you see here, this is a great photo to explain. Echinacea is also known as the cone flower because of the way that the center of the flower looks. It's like this little cone. And what's really important is, you know, typically when a flower starts to die on your plant, you want to go and you want to cut it off because it doesn't look that sightly. Well, actually, may I recommend you leave these flowers on the plant as long as they will last, because once the petals fall off, those cones are full of seeds. So naturally, those seeds can fall off and continue to create more flowers, but also they're very popular. It's a very popular food source for birds such as blue jays, goldfinches, red cardinals. And so it's providing food for the birds in the colder months where they maybe can't find food elsewhere.
That's right. And I call it Mother Nature's bird feeder. You notice, Mary Beth, that we have flowers on the set that are on their way out, but we don't cut them. That's part of the beauty, is watching the cone emerge with the seeds. You know, normally everything is so pretty. Oh, we got a brown leaf, cut that off. No, not anymore. Not with this plant. You want to leave those on, like Stephanie said.
Wow, and there's new ones coming in, etc.
Yeah.
100 of these already gone. We now have 550 of these remaining. You know, at the very beginning of the show, which was about an hour ago, I made the comment that, you know, what we have is all we have for the rest of this growing season. And the thing is that people, you know, might think, well, I'll order those in April or May, but guess what? We're taking the reservations, and the reservations are up when what the Roberta's, the Walline family has said, hey, we only have X amount of these. We have 550 of these left. We've already had plants sell out galore in the last 6 to 7 weeks since we started our gardening season at the end of January. And like we say, you're placing your reservation, and then it will ship out to you when your zip code is ready in that part of the country to plant these. But these should go in either pots or in the ground, right?
Yes, and in containers, they're beautiful. In the ground, they're reliable. They come back. They're super hardy. They're super drought tolerant. They're super sun-loving plants. So it's one of these that you can set it and forget it.
Yeah.
And this is a typical echinacea. It's got a single layer of flowers, and we love it. However, like I said, these were taken to Europe where they're born and bred to now you have multiple layers of flowers from one plant. And then again, I want to show you, I never really show spent flowers on TV very often, but keep them on your plant. This cone will produce seed, and it'll feed the cardinals, the blue jays, the goldfinches, and
it will plant seeds around the plant as well, whatever the seed, you know, the little seeds that the birds drop.
Exactly.
Yes, you get new ones.
Yeah.
They self-seed.
We are now down to fewer than 500 of these plants left. Talk to me a little bit about the colors, because we get 3 different colors, one each of these different colors. So this one, is that the salmon color?
That's right. That's right, Mary Beth. This is the salmon. And like I said at the beginning, this collection is brand new. We're the very first growers to be able to offer these Sunseeker double echinacea, and we're so excited. The colors are beautiful. This is the salmon. They're all going to develop this beautiful, voluptuous, double-petaled look like you see here.
It's like a mum.
It is. It almost looks like a mum. Well, that's right, Uncle Court. And it's unlike most typical echinaceas that only give you about 6 or 7 petals. And with the salmon, you're also going to get one rainbow, which is what you have on set with you, Mary Beth. And all of those flowers, we should have mentioned earlier, Uncle Court, they're all real. Those are the real flowers.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
And they change color.
And last but not least is the fuchsia, like you see here on the left.
Yeah. May I just say, now we have 450 of these left to go around, and people are buying multiples. You get 3 of them. You will get 1 in fuchsia, 1 in salmon, 1 in the rainbow. But imagine if you had 2 or 3 sets, and how beautiful these are. And like you said, now these want sun because they're called sun seekers. So put them where you have the brightest, hottest sun. But you were saying, Court, that they don't take a lot of maintenance. This is kind of low maintenance.
No, these are vigorous growers, dense with these multi-petaled flowers that require very little effort. Of course, any plant, when you first put it into the ground, you're going to want to water it until it gets established. But then once this gets established, honest to God, I have never taken the hose to my echinacea ever. You know, and you're going to get 3 pieces, all come in the 3.5-inch grower pots like we have right here. Super easy, super fun to grow and watch.
Mary Beth, I agree with you. If you can pick up 2 or 3 or 4 collections of these echinacea, if you want to have a very easy garden with large, big results, lots of color, pick up several collections. These are a plant once perennial that are going to give you color for months, all through the summer into the fall. And like my Uncle Court said before, they're so reliable. Almost any garden in this country can grow them with ease and confidence.
By the way, fewer than 400 sets now. So we started with more than 550. We are down to 4, and that was just, I'm talking about in this hour. We started with a lot more than that, and that have already been sold. But I will say fewer than now 350. They're
Wow.
going out by the 50s. But that's great, because here's the other thing. You know what? First of all, we trust you guys because you've been here at QVC for 20 plus years. The other thing is that, can you go over the guarantee that you give us?
Absolutely. All of our plans, we have a guarantee that just basically says, Mary Beth, when you're happy, we're happy. So we will assure your satisfaction for perennials like these Echinacea for a year from the time of shipment. So if for whatever reason your flowers don't meet your expectations, give us a call, because we want them to look their absolute best at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We also save you the having to go to the nursery and you don't have a clue what you're looking at, maybe, or maybe you do, but maybe you have a question, but the two salespeople are, backed up, busy with a line behind them of people wanting to ask questions. And the best part about these is that they come right to your door. They ship to you right when you need to plant them. I always say, if you can't plant them for a couple of days, at least open them up, give them some sun, give them a drink, just like you would welcome a friend to your home. And then the other thing, is now 300 sets remain.
Wow.
But I was also going to say, there is the growing guide that comes with it that will answer a lot of your questions. But there is also a number that you can call if you have questions, and they will take care of you. And that's the Walleen, the Roberta's difference. It's just what makes it stand out. We have 1 minute left, and we have fewer than 300 sets now. Once again, go back. What is this Sunseeker double Echinacea plant you get 3 of?
You get 3 of them, Mary Beth. This is a brand new to the gardening world Echinacea collection, otherwise known as coneflower, which you might be familiar with, but typical coneflowers are only going to give you about 6 to 7 petals on one flower, Mary Beth. These are double voluptuous flowers like you're seeing here. And what you have on set is one of the colors that is called rainbow, and it's truly magic in the garden. It will change colors as the flowers develop. And you're getting one rainbow, one fuchsia, and one salmon. And if you want just a steady, sturdy, easy to grow, almost no care at all perennial in the garden that's still going to give you gorgeous color, this is the collection for you. And I highly recommend pick up several sets. You'll have no regrets.
And at the height of the full maturity, 2 feet high, 2 feet wide. So plant them, maybe 18 inches, and it's all in here. I want to just show everyone, by the way, now 250 of these sets remain. Wow. This is the growing guide. Devin writes all of them, and they take the pictures, they show you what it should look like, they tell you what it is. Then when you open it up, it's got exactly, the information, kind of like the stats, and then it talks about planting and what to do come winter, and then there's tips for success, etc. There's a phone number down here, and never throw these away. Even if you get several of them, like let's say you ordered 4 of these sets, I would keep all 4 of these, just because if something happens to one, I've got it. Yeah.
Hey, Mary Beth, if you have hot sun, poor soil conditions, and you don't want to be dragging this hose out, if there's 3 plants in this show today that you want to pick up, would be the Sunseeker Echinacea, the Asclepias, and this mini Beckia that's coming up. All 3 will do so well in those conditions, and they pair well together.
And it's what I call a lazy gardener. By the way, fewer than 200 left. We started with 650. We are down to 200 sets left. This could be the last chance you have at these Echinacea plants. And why? I mean, I know they've got a lot more of the petals, which obviously makes them very, very special. But also the fact, go back to why you don't snip off the head when it starts to brown up a little bit, for somebody who maybe just joined us.
Absolutely. Well, Echinacea is also known as coneflower, Mary Beth, because of the cone that's in the center of the petals. And that cone is created with hundreds of little seeds. And so leave the spent flowers on the plants, once the temperatures start to drop and there's fewer seeds and food sources for the birds. And so you'll start to notice birds such as goldfinches and cardinals and blue jays, they will flock to your garden in the wintertime and they will find those flowers, or those cones, I should say, and you're providing them food. And Michael Kort likes to say it's Mother Nature's bird feeder, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fun to see those birds coming in and out in the months like during the fall and the winter.
And they really are